are the first student on the live stream tonight. Well done, Michaela. Yes, you were first. I love it. What's up, Alex? Good to see your name pop up, man. Alex is my brother-in-law. Michaela, tell us how your day has been. What have you been up to? What does it look like for you? Have you been hanging out? Have you been at the beach at all? Have you been reading a bunch? What have you been up to, Michaela? Michaela, you're asking me, how am I? I am doing really good. I had a good work day, tons of fun. We're doing VBS at church, so it was fun to hear about everything that's going on there. And then I was able to actually go to the beach with my family, and it is so much fun. Yes, brother through love is what Alex is saying. Jasmine, you weren't first. It's like, what happened, Jasmine? Were you sleeping? You delivered gifts to a couple of your teachers, and then you went shopping for dinner. Michaela, did you enjoy doing that or no? I'm assuming so. If you did that, I bet you probably liked hanging out with your teachers. What was your favorite teacher and why? Jasmine, you don't have the energy to be first anymore. I love it. Hey, what's up? Jasmine, what have you been up to today? Fill us in on the chat. What have you been doing today? What was the high point of your week, and what's been some of the harder parts of your week? Throw it in the message. We'll talk about it. We'll see how you guys are doing. I'm looking forward to tonight. We're almost done with the book of Mark. So we've been reading through Mark. We're in Mark chapter 15, and there is 16 chapters of Mark. And at the very beginning of Mark, Michaela and I agreed that if Michaela read through Mark, I would finish Outer Banks. And I finished it in like a couple days. It was so good. And Michaela, I hope you have liked reading through Mark too. It's been cool on YouVersion to be able to see you reading along with us. That's brought me a ton of joy. No, Jasmine, you're saying this week sucks. I'm so sorry. Michaela, you can't choose between your science and math teacher because they're just the best and you miss them a lot. I like that. I know, Michaela, it's been cool to see your name pop up and read through Mark. Yeah, Michaela, that is so interesting. Jasmine, do you like science and math too? And other folks who are on here, are you science and math oriented people, or do you more like art and things like that? When I was in school, I really liked English and art and all those different things, and I was never very good at science and math. But Michaela, you're saying that that's what you love to do. Jasmine, what are you saying no to? I asked like 5 questions. Hey, what's up, Colin? Good to see your name pop up, man. So Jasmine, did you like doing VBS? Did you not like doing VBS? You hate every subject. Jasmine, no. Has it been one of those weeks where it's just everything? You have a period after every one of your sentences. It sounds like it's been a rough week for you so far. Jasmine, put in the chat, what has been like the highlight of your week? Earlier you said VBS, which happened today. But before that, what was the best part of your week? Where did you see God move? Did you do any walks or anything like that? Did you take your dog on any walks? Fill us in, Jasmine. I gotta believe that there's something a little bit better than just VBS this week. So it was cool. My little guy got to go to VBS too, Jasmine. So thank you for being there. It was cool. Melanie, good to see your name pop up. Melanie is coming all the way from Colorado. Emma! Hello, Emma. Good to see your name pop up too. Emma is one of the students at Holdfast. Yeah, Mel and Emma are sisters. They're absolute celebrities around here. Hey, what's up? I love it. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good week for me. It's been a fun week. I hope it's been a fun, good week for you. Melanie, how's Colorado? Tell us, what have you been doing? Have you been doing anything interesting or fun? Has it been like a good fun time, and when did you get there? What's up, Blake? What have you been up to? What have you been finding yourself doing while you have been in Colorado? Melanie. And then for those of you watching right now, throw up in the chat, have you gone anywhere since COVID? Like outside of the city of Ventura? Oh, Melanie, you're saying it's been amazing. That's awesome. We are so glad to hear that. Yeah, Colorado looks so beautiful. I have never been there. Put up in the chat, you guys, if you have been to Colorado before. I'm curious. And if so, what did you like about Colorado? If not, why not? Matthew Lim, good to see your name pop up, bro. You went to Santa Barbara and Carp. Nice. All in one day, Michaela? Or in like multiple days? You went to Santa Barbara one day and then Carpinteria another day. You're at Lake Laciamento right now. That is awesome. I love it. Matthew Lim, you've been to Colorado, Matthew? Skiing. Oh my goodness. Skiing is one of those things that I want to learn how to do so bad, but I have never even attempted it. It's like one of the only things on my bucket list is learn how to ski. You went different days. Cool, Michaela. That's fun. It kind of stretches out some of the fun. Matthew Lim, if you went to Ojai and Santa Barbara. If you aren't too busy, Matthew, I'm going to see. Oh, hang on. Let's see. Can we put Matthew up? Nope, can't put Matthew up. Never mind, Matthew. I was going to see if I could hop you on, see what's up with you. Mel, I won't ask you just because. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to try it since somebody just came on. Let's see if Mel with us. Mel, if you're busy, no big deal. We know you're traveling around in Colorado right now. But if you can go live, it would be cool to be able to hear from you about what's been up in your life with Colorado. Hi, Melanie.
Hi.
Hi, Melanie. Hi, girls. Good to see all three of you.
It's good to see you too.
Yeah.
Thank you. So fun. How are you guys doing?
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah, we're exhausted. It's been a
What do
long
you guys do? What made you exhausted?
We went to the pool today with 6 little kids.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. 6 little kids. That is a ton of kids. What's up, Annabella? So,
Hi, Annabella.
what have you guys been doing while you've been in Colorado, Mel? Do you want to introduce people who are there?
Oh yeah. This is my cousin Naomi. She lives in Colorado, and then that's my sister Emma. You can't. Yeah, you can.
Hi, Naomi. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
What, Annabella? She said, "Guess what?"
I know. I'm so curious. You never know what's going to come from
She's
Annabella.
typing.
Yeah, like furious, I bet, too.
Hi, Mel.
I love
Hi,
it.
Michaela. I miss you too. Oh.
So cool.
So long.
Did you guys drive out there or fly, Mel?
Fly. Driving is like a monster to get out here. So, yeah. No.
Hey,
good job on learning.
Annabella taught herself to skate today,
That
guys.
is so cool.
Wow.
Dang.
Annabella. That's awesome. So you're able to get outside a little bit. That's a great part of the week. Melanie, can you skate?
Little bit.
Melanie broke her arm skateboarding the first day. Me and her 2 sisters were playing Candyland, and Mel didn't want to play Candyland with us, so she went outside, and not even 20 minutes later, she came in with a broken arm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first time. I got a new board, and then I broke it on that. So.
That's awesome. Oh, man, that sucks. Mel, Candyland's like the best game ever. How did you not want to play Candyland?
I don't know.
I still like playing Candyland, Melanie.
I know. I play it too.
Annabella, you got to see your friends.
That's
Yes,
exciting.
we're so glad. I saw that on your story. So fun. What's up, Austin, by the way? Good to see your name pop up, bro. That is so cool. What are you guys going to do with the rest of your time? Are you guys just hanging out together, or are you guys going to do something cool?
We're going on a hike tomorrow, and then
I think we're going to go tour my university. And
Nice.
yeah,
So we're going to go look at stuff there.
yeah,
And
super cool.
Hi, Georgie.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Because I leave on Saturday.
Nice. Fun. What's up, Elijah? That's
Mhm.
super cool. All right, girls, this will help us with something that we're going to be talking about tonight.
Okay.
One of you give us a story about a time in your life when you got grounded. What did you get grounded for? Did you deserve it? Or get in trouble or something like that? Emma, you light it up. What do you got, Emma?
So when I was little, we used to have
yeah.
a Bible study at our house like my parents did, and so we were
Cool.
playing outside with all the kids, and I climbed up a tree onto like on top of a shed, and then went on top of the roof, thinking I was being sly and showing off my cool skills. And then my parents heard me because they were like in the
They
room.
heard the
with us.
footprints.
Yeah,
the
I
footsteps.
got grounded.
Like
for that.
Santa's sleigh.
Yeah, and we used to do it all the time, and I just didn't get caught, and she was the one that got caught that time.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So, Emma, I've been to your house. Don't you have a 2-story house?
yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, I don't know, 7? How old were we?
Yeah, probably like 7.
Like
or 8.
7. On top
That's
of
awesome. How long did you get grounded for?
I don't remember how long I got grounded, but I know that like I had to go inside and I had to be in my room for the rest of the Bible study instead of like playing outside with all the kids.
Yeah, there are a lot
Which
of
is
kids.
terrible.
Oh, no, that's the worst. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, Emma, thank you for telling us your story about how you got grounded for climbing up on the roof. I love it. It's good to see all three of you guys.
Good to see you too. Bye.
Thanks. Adios, guys. Have fun in Colorado. Goodbye. All right, let's see if we can go live with Annabella. Annabella, we want to hear about your time learning to skate today, what you've been up to, girl. Come on, Annabella. What's up? Annabella, I see you, but I do not hear you. Where are you, Annabella?
Hi.
Hi, there you are.
Okay.
Okay, tell us about your adventure skating.
Okay. So I went down to the college with my friends today. I had to stay somewhat distant, but I didn't have to wear a mask. Which is
Nice.
good.
Yeah,
And
skating with the mask does not sound like it would be fun.
Yeah. And then I taught myself how to skate, and I was really, really happy about it. And I didn't fall. Actually, I did, but I didn't fall a bunch.
Nice. So
and
you
then I
had
learned a
never
trick.
skated before and you learned today? Or
Yes.
you've like tried a couple times and today you just committed?
Today I committed.
That's what I'm
But
talking about.
I was super happy.
Good. What was it like to be able to go out? This is probably one of the first times you've been out since COVID.
It was super fun.
Good.
It was really fun, actually.
That is so good. I am so glad. Hey, Annabella, have you ever been grounded for anything? And if so, give us a story about what you got grounded for.
I have been grounded. I'm trying to think of like a bad thing that I've done. Cause I know they're I don't really know. Oh, yeah. Okay, so one time at school, I just decided to completely give up on everything because I wasn't feeling it. So,
When was this? This year or another year?
6th grade.
Gotcha. Sixth
So
grade's
I
always
just, like,
rough.
wasn't doing my work or anything. Oh, my sister's here. Yeah, and I wasn't really doing anything. And then my grades decided they weren't going to stay up because, I wasn't turning anything in. And I got in a lot of trouble for that. And I had to do all the work in one night. And it was like hours.
What? No way. So you still had to do all the work. Dang, Annabella. Did you learn any lessons or no?
Yeah, now I know to actually do my work.
Or else you'll have to do it all in one night. Was it like just a miserable night?
Yeah.
So sorry. Hey,
And then
but you learned how to skate, dude. So forget about it.
I'm very happy about that.
Good. Annabella, it's nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on with us.
Yep. Bye.
Adios, my friend. Have a good one. Let's see if we can go live with Gabby. Gabby got grounded for something recently. We're going to see how Gabby's doing, what she's been up to, what life is like for Gabby while she is sheltering in place. Hi, Audrey. What's up, Gabby?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired, but
Yeah,
I'm
you
good.
did VBS today, right?
I did. It was really fun. Hold on, my screen's off.
I love it. I love it. Wait, hang on, Gabby. We have to pause for a second. It's almost George's birthday.
Oh, it is.
George, when is your birthday? If it's within 2 or 3 days, Gabby and I are going to sing you happy birthday right now.
What?
You pick the high note and I'll pick the low note, okay? It's Saturday. Woo, Gabby, we got out of it. Woo,
I know.
woo, woo. So close. Maybe we'll call him on Saturday and we'll sing him happy birthday.
Maybe that's what we'll do.
Yeah. June 27th. Wait a minute. Is this true? This is true? So what was that? That's Saturday or is that Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Gotcha. Gabby, tell us about a time in your life when you got grounded and why.
I've been
Could
grounded.
be recent, could be.
I've been grounded when I was younger because of some words I said towards my mom. But a very nice middle schooler because they forced me to go to Sunday school, so I decided to say a few words.
Some of our middle schoolers probably have lived the same story.
Yeah, and that happened, and then kind of grounded right now, but we're calling it quarantined. So
Quarantined, right?
it's a good excuse.
Yes, to ground you. So it can still happen. All of the students watching are thinking, as soon as I'm 18, my mom and dad will never be able to ground me again. But Gabby, you're telling us that's not true?
Well, I mean, I live under their roof and they pay for the rent and
Exactly.
electricity. So, but I mean, like, I'm forced quarantined right now.
Oh, I love it. Dude, Elijah is firing shots at you, Gabby. Sounds like someone was 2 in middle school.
Out of that stage. I am a nice person now.
Yeah, you're great, Gabby. You're a lot like your mom.
Okay. Is that?
Gabby, what has been the highlight of your week? Let us know. We're all dying to know.
Oh, so lately I've decided I should be commenting on Christian meme pages. And every time I've commented on them, I've gotten so many likes. Like, I commented on Epic Christian Memes, and I got like 300 likes on that.
What?
It's made my day because...
Gabby!
I know. I've just been killing it on the comment section right now.
I hear that's how you work your way up to a meme page, though.
I think it is. I don't know. Personally, I don't have the time for a meme page, but we do have one that we should also be supporting.
Shout out.
To the best. They changed their name, actually.
I saw that, Gabby. They're leaving us in the dust, dude. What is up with that? It's probably smart. It's more applicable to general population now.
It's called the
Hi, Amy.
Group Memes.
Best youth group memes, right?
Yeah.
You know, man, that's pretty hardcore, because if it's best youth group memes, dude, they gotta prove it.
They do.
They gotta prove it. Sorry to maybe go. Did we say epic? Now it's best Christian memes. We're having a hard time trying to figure it out. Melody got on the meme page. Gabby, you've been on the meme page quite a few times. Your memes have been glorious.
I have.
What was the first time, like, when you saw yourself on a meme, Gabby? Tell me about it.
There's too many. Like, I'm on there so many times, and it's not funny. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny how many times I'm on there. I mean, we should be not making fun. We should make a meme about someone else. That's not me.
Nah. Annabella's dog just ate her pizza, Gabby. We should end the live stream. That's it, dude. Annabella, your day went from amazing to garbage in 2 seconds. She learned how to skate, and now she does not have pizza. This is a horrible day for Annabella, huh, Gabby?
No, she's eating a pizza right now. I can see her.
Dude, Amy with the, like, fire, too. Gabby's just humble bragging that she's popular. The hair flick.
No, I'm trying to downplay it, but, like, I don't try to say too much, but, you know.
Gabby, look at the Zoom, Annabella says.
I am looking at the Zoom. Now I'm looking at you.
Thank you. Wow. Yeah, your dog must be starving. Hey, Gabby, what is your favorite gift to send someone?
I don't know. My presents?
No. Gift. G-I-F, or however you say it.
Oh. I thought you meant gift.
Your presence is the present.
Oh, my favorite gift right now. Well, I don't know. I have a few. Oh, it's the one that says, Jesus said, when someone says thank you to me, I have one that says, Jesus says, you're welcome. And I think it's funny. But I don't know. Anything from The Office is really good. It's always one where Stanley, like, turns his face and goes, like...
That one's so good. Yep.
I don't know. I try to switch up my memes. Not my memes, my gifts.
You gotta stay on it, dude. You can't dry them out. It happens quick.
Yeah, so...
You may think it's funny, but the other person may not.
Yeah.
It's a complicated balance.
Yeah. I gotta switch it up.
Absolutely. My favorite one of all time is it's a little boy climbing up a ladder, and his dad standing behind him like this, ready to catch him. And then right as the little kid trust falls backwards, the dad walks away and says, rule number 1, never trust anybody. It's like, Oh, it's so heartbreaking and so good. That one, and then the one of Dwight when they're doing the CPR training and he cuts the dummy's face off and puts it on his own face. That one's so good. I love it. Annabella's saying she should win the pizza back. Oh my goodness, Gabby! Tonight, if Annabella wins, we're sending her a pizza. This is perfect. She can win it back from her dog. This is going to be amazing.
Or she can wait 2 to 3 days for her pizza back.
Is that how long it takes to get pizza from a dog?
No, I don't know the animal bowel system very well. I was taking a guess.
Well, let's be precise next time, Gabby, okay? Hey, Gabby, you're speaking tonight, right? Hi, Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
What do you want to speak about tonight, Gabby? Is there anything you want to tell the world before we kick you off the live stream?
That, you know, life's gonna knock you down, but you gotta get right back up because you have Jesus and you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
That was really good. You came up with that one quick. Nicely done, Gabriella.
I try my best.
We are proud of you. Go on, get onto your Zoom call, and we are going to now move into the message for the evening. Gabby, always fun to have you on. We will see you later. Good luck being grounded. Adios, Gabby. All right. I don't know if we kick Gabby off or if she just left on her own, but what is up, my friends? I hope that you guys have had a good week. I've had a good week. It's like, man, I don't even know what week we're in with COVID. We're in like week 1,000. And so I'm excited to see like, man, more of you guys in the near and maybe distant future. But I hope that you guys have had a good week and that you've been able to connect with your friends. You've been able to connect with Jesus. And you've been able to connect with like the people living in your home, that they are not just driving you crazy. But we all know sometimes those people can drive us a little nuts and we can respond to things poorly sometimes. So do me a favor and throw up in the comments, when is a time that you got grounded and why? Why did you get grounded? The last time you got grounded, what was it for? And how long were you grounded for? So why did you get grounded? And how long was it for? I remember, I'm going to talk a little bit and then we'll scroll up and I'm going to read some of your guys' stuff. But I remember when one of the first times I ever got grounded, I was a little kid and my brother and I have a little brother named Ben. We're super close in age. We're only 17 months apart. And Ben and I were hanging out and we lived in like a gated community. And so we had a bunch of friends that all lived around us about our age. And we would play all these huge epic games in this giant park in the backyard. Amy lost her phone in her car because the teacher called your parents and said that you were a horrible person. Amy, we are glad to hear that you have changed. We are so glad. You've never been grounded? What? Come on, that's crazy. Oh my goodness, we got to get you grounded for something. I'm going to call your parents after this, guys, just so you know what it's like to be grounded, right? I'm just kidding. So my brother and I, we're out in the backyard with like probably 10 other kids and we're running around and we're playing. Hi, Alyssa. And we're playing in the backyard and we're all playing tag. And there's like kids everywhere and we're running and we're screaming. And I just think that it would be funny if we told my little brother that we were going to play hide and go seek now and that he had to go and hide and then we would all hide and we would come and find him. And he wasn't allowed to leave the spot he first picked until somebody found him. So then my little brother left first. He went running and I grabbed all my friends and I said, hey guys, come here. Let's ditch Ben. So we ran to a different side of where we lived and we like hid all in that place. And then we all played and my little brother just stayed hidden for like an hour. He was just like hiding in these bushes, waiting for somebody to come find him, thinking that he's the best person ever at hide and go seek, when all the time I had gotten all of our friends to ditch my little brother and go run and go play a totally different game somewhere else. So mean of me, right? I know. It was so mean. So then my little brother and I, like, he figures this out. So he comes out of hiding and he goes running back to our house and he lets my mom know what I had done. Man, my mom comes looking for us and I can see her coming towards me with my little brother and he's crying and my mom looks so upset And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should run and hide and like go to the other side of the complex that we lived in and like pretend like I didn't see my mom, or maybe like should I freeze and just pretend like maybe she's a T-Rex and she just won't notice me standing there. And I just remember my mom grabbed me and she pulled me back to the house and she said, "What are you doing? That's your little brother. Don't treat your family like this," right? And so my little brother got to go and play with everybody in the backyard, that like this huge area that we used to live in. But I had to sit inside the rest of the day. And this is like, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I had to sit at the window watching all of my friends play all day long while my brother ran in and got water and got snacks. So I had to watch him play the entire rest of the day with my friends, but I myself was not allowed to go out and play with them. It was cruel. It hurt so bad. I begged my mom to let me out, to take me off being grounded. And then, man, but she wouldn't crack at all. I spent the entire day wishing that I had done something different, wishing that I hadn't done what I did to get me grounded. And I still, to this day, feel bad about what I did to my little brother. Like, man, it still hurts my heart when I think, oh my gosh, I was so mean to Ben. I should not have done that to him. But to be honest, in that moment, I just wanted to get released. I just wanted to get set free and get out of there. And I just wanted to like have it all move past. I wanted my little brother to forgive me. I wanted my mom to forget what I had done. And I wanted to be out playing with my friends again. So some of you guys, I like this. You guys have had your phone taken away from you. I know that's brutal. I had my phone taken away from me a bunch too with my mom and all that different stuff. And so I know that it can be kind of challenging to figure out what can you do when you're grounded, right? Like, what does it look like for you? George has a story. It was almost time for bed, and he before you had to brush your teeth for dinner. You had some vegetables. You thought if you ate veggies, you didn't have to brush your teeth. You got grounded for this, George? What are you thinking, dude? That's awesome. Almost as bad as me being mean to my little brother. I love it. I remember the next day when I woke up. I woke up early before my mom or my little brother, and I walked out of the house, and man, I just bolted. My friends were still asleep, and I was like yelling at their back doors, "Hey, you guys come out and play," because I just wanted to be free. My mom said, "Tomorrow morning you can go back, you can play, you won't be grounded. It's just a one-day thing." So right when the sun came up, I just wanted to play and be set free. And I think every single one of us inside, we just want to be free so bad. There's something inside of us that knows that we're kind of trapped and we want to be free from the stuff that holds us back. And what I found is that Jesus is the only thing in this life that really, truly sets you free. Jesus allows you to go running out into the backyard of your life, and because he takes your place as the guilty one. He looks at you and he knows, like, man, I did something wrong. And he looks at what you did wrong and he sets you free and he takes your place inside of the little cell that you live in. Jesus trades his freedom for your slavery. Open up to Mark chapter 15. We're going to read verses 6 through 15. If you're just joining us, great. We've been reading through the Gospel of Mark, and it's been a ton of fun. I love the Gospel of Mark. It's short. It's only 16 chapters. So we've been reading it now 15 days, and tomorrow is actually going to be the last chapter that we read in Mark, because it'll be the last chapter in Mark. And this is a packed chapter, chapter 15. It is so packed, so packed. Jesus, we'll go back one chapter in chapter 14. He gets arrested in chapter 14. So Jesus has been going around healing people, proclaiming that he's God, bringing the kingdom of heaven onto the world. And then in chapter 14, he gets arrested. In chapter 15, he gets put on trial, and he's actually found to be innocent. But even though he's innocent, the people want him to die. And so they actually end up sentencing Jesus to death and crucifying him, even though in his trial, he was found to be innocent. And then in chapter 15, the soldiers mock Jesus. They even take this crown made out of thorns and they slam it onto his head, kind of like a king's crown, so blood drips down his face, and they make fun of him. And then there comes chapter 15, and we see a guy by the name of Barabbas. Whoever's out there, I can't see you, so I don't know if you'll do this, but say this with me, Barabbas. Barabbas. This is this guy's name. It's a weird name. His name is Barabbas, and he is in jail with Jesus. He's in jail at the same time that Jesus gets put in jail. And first and foremost, the thing we got to know about Barabbas is that Barabbas is in jail and Barabbas is guilty. Jesus is in jail and Jesus is innocent, but Barabbas is guilty. Barabbas was a thug. He was a murderer. He did all sorts of crazy stuff to try and hurt the Roman people. And so because of that, they took him and they arrested Barabbas. And what we're going to read in this story is that Jesus ends up taking Barabbas's place. Even though Jesus is innocent and he should be set free, Barabbas goes and he gets set free, and this great like switch bait like role reversal thing. So Mark chapter 15, hopefully you got it open out in front of you. If you got a laptop, feel free to pull it up on there. Mark chapter 15, we're going to read verses 6 through 15. This is the story of Barabbas, and I just want to make kind of one point at the end, and then we're going to wrap it up and we're going to get into our discussion groups. It says this: Now, it was the custom at the feast to release a prisoner whom the people requested. A man called Barabbas was in prison with the insurrectionists who had committed murder in the uprising. So Barabbas is in prison because he is a murderer. He caused a huge riot to come about. And so it says this, verse 8. The crowd came up and asked Pilate to do for them what he usually did. Do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews? Asked Pilate, knowing it was out of envy that the chief priests had handed Jesus over to him. But the chief priests stirred up the crowd to have Pilate release Barabbas instead of Jesus. What shall I do then with the one called the King of the Jews? He's talking about Jesus. Pilate asked them. Crucify him, they shouted. Why? What crime has he committed? Asked Pilate. But they shouted all the louder, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. Wanting to satisfy the crowd, Pilate released Barabbas to them. Barabbas has now been set free. He had Jesus flogged, which means hit a lot on the back with heavy metal objects, and he handed him over to them to be crucified. Crazy, crazy story that we read here. Jesus ends up taking the place of Barabbas. And what this story is meant to tell us is that the guilty are set free by Jesus. Jesus takes your guilt and he gives you his innocence, and you are set free. When you let Jesus into your life, the exact same thing that happens to Barabbas happens to you. Jesus has died for you. He trades places with you, and he goes to the cross in your place. He hops up on your cross and he dies the death that you deserve, just like Barabbas was going to die on a cross. And Jesus, he sets you free like he set Barabbas free, and he hops up on your cross. We are all Barabbas. Every one of us is guilty, but we have all had the opportunity to be set free by Jesus. Now we take on Jesus's innocence and he takes on our guilt. And it is so not fair to Jesus, right? Some of you are sitting there thinking, well, that's not fair. And it isn't fair. It's not fair that Jesus would give you his innocence, that he would take on your guilt, that he would die instead of you. But he does it because he loves you. John chapter 3, verse 16, probably like the most famous Bible verse of all time, right? It says, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son, so whoever believes in him will never perish, will never go to the cross, will never experience separation from God. No. But you may have everlasting life instead. I love that verse because it says God so loved the world. It's not just that God loves the world, but it's that he so incredibly loves the world that he was willing to give up Jesus. He so loves you, my friend. He so loves me that he was willing to give up his only son so that way you would be in an everlasting relationship with him. He doesn't like kind of love you. He so loves you. Jesus traded places with you because you are loved by the God of the universe. I think that's amazing. And the thing I just want to ask you tonight is, so what are you going to do with your freedom? You've been set free. Like, what are you going to do with the freedom that Jesus is offering to you? Do you think Barabbas, when he got set free, just like, no, I'm good, dude. I'm just going to head back to jail. Like, it's all good. I know that you set me free and I was about to die, but instead I'm just going to I'm going to go ahead and go back to my jail cell. Is that cool? No, Barabbas, that would be nuts. He didn't ever walk back into that jail cell, not willingly at least. Barabbas's freedom completely changed his life. And has the freedom that Jesus offers you changed your life? Has the freedom that Jesus is extending you ever completely and totally changed the life that you live? When's a time in your life where you knew that you were set free by Jesus and where you didn't want to do something anymore? You wanted to stop being mean to your brother or your sister. You wanted to stop cussing. You wanted to stop like acting like just a jerk to your teachers and your friends and all of these different things in your life. When is a time where you have seriously realized, man, I'm set free? Hi, Emily. Where you've been realized that you are set free and that, man, you genuinely do not have to live in slavery anymore. The door's open. Like, you can leave the jail cell and actually walk into the freedom that Jesus is giving you as he takes your place now. You can be free and still act like you're locked up, though. Like, you can be set free by Jesus and you can still walk around like acting like you're a slave, and you can still walk around acting like nothing ever happened that completely and totally changed your life. You can still walk around like you have chains on you, even though you're totally set free. We do this all the time as Christians. We don't actually let Jesus like come in and take the nastiness in our lives and actually transform us. So even though we're free, most of us don't actually feel like we're free. And that's not the life that Jesus has for you. He wants you to have a full, wonderful life. He says that in John 10:10. I came that you may have life to the full, is what Jesus says. You need other followers of Jesus. This is like step one. If you want to be set free and like you want to actually feel the freedom that Jesus has given you, you have to be around other Christians. You have to. And right now, as much as it sucks, the only way that we can do that is to hop onto the Zoom groups that we have. Like, that's the best thing that we have. And I know Zoom is like, oh man, we're so tired of it and we just want to hang out and be with each other. But it's still, even though it's hard, it's still what we need to do right now in order to actually experience the freedom that Jesus has for us. Because your brothers and sisters can remind you that you have been set free. They're there to pick you up and hold you up and point you back to Jesus, when just like we all do, we kind of go astray a little bit. So guys, hop on the Zoom group. We're hopeful that, man, this is going to be a great night. This is like the last one that we have in the book of Mark. And so we're going to talk about freedom and how do we like live into our freedom and what does it mean to be set free and all this different stuff. So guys, thank you. Grace and peace. Do not forget that you have been set free. And if you've been set free, never walk back into the slavery that the enemy had on you before. I love you guys. Hope you guys hop on the Zoom group. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.